What is up, everyone? My name is OJ, and welcome to the village of PlayerEssence, where all my PE ninjas can come to discuss the best video game news, especially when it comes to Nintendo. So let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. So, first up, Fire Emblem Heroes is finally live on iOS and on Android devices. If you have not played this game or don't know what it's about, it's basically all of the cool Fire Emblem characters that you've grown to love over the decade, 2 decades plus of this game. This franchise has been around, all into one game with a brand new story. There's some My Nintendo missions on there. There's some rewards you can earn. I've only got to play just a little bit of it, but so far the gameplay is solid. The story is like whatever because it's an iOS, it's a smartphone game, but the gameplay is really solid. I think it's a fantastic game, and if this is what Nintendo's going to do with the My Nintendo missions, let's hope that they incorporate that into the Nintendo Switch so we can also do that and unlock stuff and compare with our friends, because it's actually looking pretty sweet. I really do like the game. I like the concept. I like how they integrated everything. They even integrated Miitomo in with it, so I think that would be cool if there was also Miitomo rewards with Nintendo Switch games. So the more connectivity that they're doing, that I'm seeing from Nintendo, you're kind of seeing the aspect of DNA coming into there, because I think this type of stuff that Nintendo's doing with smartphones and My Nintendo missions and the integration would not be possible without the company DNA. I don't think Nintendo could do this on their own. Maybe if they hired people, and it would have been a little bit rough, but having DNA's structure and their expertise on the matter, I think has really helped out their smartphone games that they've made so far. Miitomo, they have the Fire Emblem game, Super Mario Run as well, and then of course Animal Crossing coming next fiscal year. So I do think that it's really helped out, and this should be a benefit for Nintendo going forward, because this game, Fire Emblem, it's pretty awesome. It's actually really good on the smartphones and all that, and the tablet devices. Alright, next, and we have various indie developers have talked about Nintendo Switch when it comes to the ease of porting and what type of games they're going to be bringing in. So the 2 developers we're going to be discussing today are Yacht Club Games with Shovel Knight and Tequila Works with Rime. So here's what the Shovel Knight developer had to say on the Nintendo Switch when it comes to the porting process. On porting Shovel Knight to the Nintendo Switch and the possibility of HD Rumble being used in the title as far as Shovel Knight on the Nintendo Switch, Yacht Club Games had this to say, quote, "Porting has been really easy. This is one of the best experiences we've had with new Nintendo hardware. We've experimented with HD Rumble. It is really cool, but we're not sure if it will fit in with Shovel Knight's gameplay." Next, we move on to Tequila Works as far as the ease of development and how Nintendo has been helpful in the process when making their game Rime for the Nintendo Switch. Quote, "We're using Unreal Engine 4, which has a lot of great features in middleware support, which Tantalus and we can take advantage of during the process. We haven't had any concerns, but Nintendo has been there for any question or comment we've brought up. It's been an awesome relationship." And lastly, talking about future projects, Tequila Works had this to say on the matter, quote, "We'd love to design a game specifically for the Nintendo Switch to take advantage of its unique features. We think we are going to see some serious, weird awesomeness on the Switch, but first, we'll finish Rime." So if you want to check out the full interview, you can see that in the description below. It's over there on US Gamer. But this is really good stuff. Obviously, indie developers have liked Nintendo since pretty much the Wii U days, the end of the Wii days, and then Wii U days, they really started liking Nintendo for the different stuff that they started doing. I remember at the beginning, Nintendo had a really rough relationship with a lot of indie developers. They weren't allowing developers to develop games out of their garages and other places like that. They had to have a business address, and I think Nintendo has really changed a lot of stuff when it comes to independent development, to the point now with Nintendo Switch, we're going to see so many indie titles. There are going to be so many games. It's actually going to dwarf the Wii U. We can see somewhat type of support that the PS4 gets. The quality of indie games has steadily been going up every single generation, has steadily been going up every single couple years, to the point to where we got stuff like Shovel Knight, which technically gameplay-wise is pretty freaking AAA. It's better than a lot of titles out there. And we're looking at this new game called Rime. I mean, that can also be better than a lot of AAA experiences out there too, once it's all said and done. So we're getting these games that are just really, really good and advanced, not just as far as the gameplay goes, but also with the graphical capabilities. I'm looking at Fast RMX, and it's actually looking better or as good as a lot of AAA or big budget games out there on the market. So to me, I think that it's really good that Nintendo is getting these type of developers and making sure that the system is easy for them to port stuff over quickly. The fact that Shovel Knight is already pretty much ported and ready to go pretty much is a testament to what they can do with the Nintendo Switch. But in addition to guys like Shinin with Fast Racing RMX, Tequila Works and Tantalus working together with Rhyme. We also have stuff like Sonic Mania, which necessarily isn't an indie game, but it kind of is in certain aspects. So there's going to be a lot of content coming. It's just really going to be on Nintendo to make sure that they get some of the other content and the bigger games like Blaze Blue that they're getting, like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, like Bandai Namco with the Tales of games, Dragon Quest games. Those are all titles that they need to get. I think Japanese support is essential for this system, especially the beginning. You pair that with great first-party support in addition to indies, I think you're going to have a solid base of people that are interested enough to purchase the system, because that's pretty much what was on the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. Indies, Japanese developers, and big first-party games, although the 3DS had a number of key exclusives from third-party publishers like Capcom, like Square Enix. I think we're going to see that on Nintendo Switch somewhat. So we have Project Octopath and other games coming as well, but we're also getting some exclusive indie games and revivals like Bomberman. So I do think that this Nintendo Switch is going to be a little bit different. The landscape is how things are going to work out in that first 8 to 9 months is going to be far different than what the Wii U was. We're already seeing increased numbers as far as productions for launch and after. And finally, we're going to finish up with some Super Mario Odyssey goodness. Super Mario Odyssey has become the most viewed game on the Nintendo of America YouTube channel. So Super Mario Odyssey's debut trailer becomes Nintendo's most viewed game trailer on YouTube. And that is freaking awesome. It is so good, man. That trailer is now racked up 11.2 million views, just edging out the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild E3 2016 trailer, which sits at 11.1 million views. So that shows that there's a lot of interest from people. I'm pretty sure there's been some crazy Nintendo fans that have watched that thing like 1,000 times. I know I've watched it multiple times, but it's really just that good. And like I've said before, do not underestimate the power of Mario. Some people are saying, oh, well, Legend of Zelda, that's really going to be the thing. What else is there? What else is going to really push the system from a big scope? Super Mario Odyssey could move more units than The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because Super Mario Odyssey is going to come out at a time when the Nintendo Switch has a bigger install base, has a bigger breadth of games, has far more content on it. The online will probably be fully developed by that point. So when Super Mario Odyssey comes out, that could be the breaking point for many people. Just like Super Mario Galaxy was the breaking point for a lot of people. That holiday 2007, Nintendo shattered sales records. Absolutely shattered them because of Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy pushed those units more than The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess pushed the Nintendo Wii back when it launched. And I also feel that they increased production too, so there was more units, but at the same time, Super Mario Galaxy, there was a huge push for that game, just absolutely massive. So I think we're going to see a similar thing. This might bring back those dormant Nintendo fans who haven't bought a Nintendo system since Mario 64 or since Sunshine, because there hasn't been that open world sandbox style of game. I really do think this game, along with Legend of Zelda, along with Xeno 2, along with Splatoon, along with Mario Kart, these are Nintendo's pillars for 2017 that are really going to push this system, Nintendo Switch, way beyond what the Wii U could even do. The first year lineup doesn't even compare. Doesn't even compare. Xeno 2 alone is better than anything that was on the Wii U in its first year. So I'm really excited. I'm hyped to see these numbers, and I'm hyped to see Super Mario Odyssey, because this game is nearly finished, dudes. Like, it is pretty much done for the most part. Nintendo has already stated that. So they're just going to polish, maybe add some new features there. We're going to get such a clean experience. I'm so excited to play this Mario game. It looks like one of the most innovative and creative Mario games since Super Mario Galaxy 1 on the Wii nearly 10 years ago at this point. So awesome stuff. Let me know what you guys think about Super Mario Odyssey in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace!